Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Mm. Yeah, so yeah, so we are talking about um, you know, like who is guru, what kind of qualities, characteristics that make that individual as a guru figure. So the Benjamin Lawson Chugi Jensen in the Guru Puja says, you have the 10 qualities suitable for one to teach the path of those gone to bliss. Lord of the Dharma, representative of all the conquerors, who carries, who in fact carries the 10 qualities, which we'll discuss later. To teach the path of those gone to bliss, to transmit the wisdom of all the Buddhas have realized in the past. Guru is the representation. Guru is the embodiment or representative, like ambassador of the Dharma. I would say representative or the embodiment, representative of all the past, present, future Buddhas, who is the Lord of the Dharma, who is the embodiment of the Dharma, who is Mayana's virtuous friend. As a Mayani guru, then it is your virtuous friend. The guru is a figure of your virtuous friend. So virtuous friend here, the friend is very much referring to the guide or the teacher, mentor, the spiritual inspiration. So in some common language, when we call our guru, we call as a spiritual friend. So that is not the same way it's sounding. Normally we call among us spiritual friend. So when we relate to a guru as a spiritual friend, it has a more subtle meaning, more greater meaning than just normal Dharma friend. Then there's one prayer that we usually chant before you make food offering, especially Lama Yeshe, Lama Sopa Rinpoche, in the FPM, they use this prayer frequently, or very much of this prayer they use in every time we make food offerings. So the guru is Buddha, the guru is Dharma, the guru is also Sangha, the guru is the creator of all happiness. To all the gurus, I make this offering. So in fact, this comes from tantric treatise. This particular verse comes from tantric treatise. So the teaching, the Buddha himself, spoken. And there Buddha says Guru is the Buddha. You see. So Guru is omniscient. Guru is the Dharma. So when we talk about Guru is the Buddha, Buddha has three bodies. Or in another way, two. You can also define in 4 bodies, 3 bodies, 2 bodies. So the form body and the wisdom body. So Buddha carries the quality of both the form body and wisdom body. And in fact, Guru is the one that who is illustrating the Buddha's quality in the most most easy access to even to the most ordinary beings. Otherwise, in generally, Buddha's wisdom body is almost not possible for us to, perceive it. Only when you have, only when we achieve this state of omniscience, then we are able to perceive Buddha's wisdom body. So we need to become Buddha to able to access to that. When it comes to Sambhogakaya aspect of the Buddha's holy body, like the Taras, the manifestation of Tara, Manjushri, Vajrasattva, then Charasic, all these are the Sambhogakaya aspect of the Buddha's manifestation. And the actual living being, actual living form of like a person, only the Arya Bodhisattvas are accessible. We ordinary being only can see the Tara in the picture, Tara in the statue. Now, the Nirmanakaya aspect of the Buddha's holy body, like such as Shakyamuni Buddha's holy body, where ordinary being accessible. But for us, now talk about yourself, ourselves. When Shakyamuni Buddha came into this world, we didn't have the access to see him. He came, but we are not, like me, I'm not fortunate enough to be able to see him in person. I'm still seeing him just in picture and statues. So now there's one Buddha which you can see not only the form Nirmanakaya aspect of the Buddha's holy body, but also it is Dharmakaya, it is Sambhogakaya, whole entirety of the Buddha. We can directly, with our naked eye, we can communicate, we can live with the Guru, we can eat together, we can have a Dharma discourse directly. That's Guru. No other emanation of the Buddha has that completeness. From that point of view, is we can regard, we are the most fortunate one, those who really able to meet your karmic infinite gurus. And then, and that itself is also, there's a great play of your own meritorious karma that accumulated from beginningless lifetime to have that opportunity. Not everybody have found gurus, and especially in our time, you see, all of us here, we are in the time, maybe there's no more fortunate than our time, even though it's within the degenerated time generally. But then when think about one's own individual kind of existence in today's time, is the time where compassionate Buddha in a real time living in the living guru form, like His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Unbelievable. Even that ordinary manifestation, the Nirmanakaya, in the ordinary form of the Guru aspect of that compassionate Buddha. Also, we have the opportunity to see like enlightened quality, the living Arya Bodhisattva's quality, enlightened quality. Not all the guru manifest in that way. Some guru manifest in quite a challenging way. Quite difficult to really to easily can witness the enlightened quality. But His Holiness Dalai Lama is like completely living embodiment, even to our naked eye, even to our ordinary mind, that is fully in the enlightened, complete illustration of the enlightened quality, you see. And we had that merit. Can you imagine? We have that fortune, Even during Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's time, many didn't have that fortune. And we don't know in the future, but our time, almost our whole lifetime, can you imagine, not just one glimpse like that, and that's, how to say, that the infinite nectar of Dharma also provided, sometimes, we met Guru, but the teachings is so rare. You see, His Holiness like so accessible of teaching, many teaching, abundance of teaching. And not only abundance, but abundance in the immense of profundity. Not only profundity, abundance, but completeness, sutra, tantra, precepts, like all the will-turning of Dharma in one. He offer, because of he uphold the greatest, the qualities of the Guru. The one of the most important is moral ethical discipline. The Guru that who uphold no question about perfect refuge precept, entire individual liberation precepts, all the way up to fully ordained Sangha precept. Not easy to find a Guru in today's world, someone who live in a complete the precept of all. Not easy. His Holiness since little, and some they hold the precept, maybe they were age of maybe 30, 40, maybe 60, His Holiness age of 2, he hold the precept of Sangha precept, individual liberation bar precept. Now he's also one of the longest living person. 88 now, he's almost like going to 90 years old, almost 90 years of pure living in moral conduct. Can you find like that many? No. There are many who give up. They hold the precept, they give up halfway. Some they didn't manage. They were not even encountered Dharma, but then later they uphold the precepts. You see, but when it comes to like His Holiness, unbelievable. You see, there's no higher precept than the fully ordination, individual liberation precept. Shakyamuni Buddha hold the highest precept, and whatever Shakyamuni Buddha hold the precept, His Holiness Dalai Lama hold that precept exactly the same. You see, and he's holding that precept in a most difficult time, in most difficult environment, and that is even greater merits. That the greater impact. You see. Now, he's not only holding individual liberation precept, but he holds all 3 precepts. He said Domba Namsum, 3 kind of Domba, three kind of precept. One is individual liberation precept, which I just talked about. Another one is the Bodhisattva precept. The third one is the Tantric precept. He is the lineage holder of the most obvious and most perfected preservation of the Bodhisattva conduct. And he transmits that, every opportunity, Bodhisattva vows to us. We have been nurtured by that blessing in our mental continuum. How many times throughout up to today, throughout our lifetime? Unbelievable. There are many times, numberless eons of time where there's not even one person holding that precept to pass down to the lineage. And we have a living, compassionate Buddha. He's not emanate, he's emanation, all the Buddhas, but he's a direct emanation of compassionate Buddha, Bodhicitta. Now he transmits that to us, through himself upholding those precepts. there's a saying, the one of the very critical, most degenerate time in the Dharma is that there will be many transgraded in precept, and preaching other, to practice precepts. They themselves corrupted with the precept, but then, behave worse than ordinary people, and will ask people to, behave better about precept. He said, there's time is coming. It's kind of like rushing to arrive that time. You see, so even so you see, so in such a critical time, like a guru, like His Holiness, to have the, how to say, courage to even no need to worry about this old age, the old body. He's still aspire, say, I will live 100 over, 115 over. I mean, this is expression of the deepest compassion. If it's to do with for him, he don't have to carry this old body. He can just enjoy in a sukhavati, enjoy in isn't it? You see, so it's a living enlightened quality, illustrating from a ordinary embodiment of the Buddha, the Guru, in human form. And I mean, what can be more lucky than that? Like in our position, there won't be anything more fortunate than that. So we, in fact, we are in the most luckiest time. Then His Holiness is the one that who uphold the entire lineage of the 4 classes of Tantra. He is the holder of the Kala Chakra. He's holder of the Guhya Samaja Father Tantra. He's holder of the, Yametaka Tantra. He's holder of the Mother Tantra, Heruka, Vajrayogini, etc. He's the lineage holder of all the tantras of the 4 schools of, the Buddhism. And not just he claimed he hold, but he transmit that. He nurtured, so many practitioners onto that path. You see. So, yeah. So therefore, for us, it's actually very easy in one way, to see Guru in Buddha is so easy, like from His Holiness, and many of you have met Gyaltsab Lama Sopa Rinpoche. It's like no need to even question, no need to even think twice whether this person is like, Buddha or Bodhisattva or not. It's a living, completely open the Bodhisattva's way of life, the enlightened way of life. So you see, we have direct transmissions from this amazing living gurus. You see, so like that. Then Guru is Dharma. They embody the Dharma. What they preach, they live in the practice. They truly see world with the wisdom of emptiness. You see, so they live in that wisdom. They live in the conventional aspect of the wisdom of Dharma, the attitude. The loving, selfless, altruistic kind of life. You see, so they completely detach to samsara, completely detached to negativities. A genuine sense of renunciation. The renunciation is altruistic kind of renunciation. They're able to understand the limitation of all other sentient beings. Then they completely submit themselves or dedicate their entirety of their life in the service of a sentient being. You see, so, and they are the Guru is also the Sangha. Sangha is the person who uphold those precepts. Uphold those practices. So Guru is the creator of all happiness, and those fortunate one, for a disciple, if you have an intact Guru devotion, then that's it. You will follow accordingly the example the Guru have shown to you. And as I talked this morning, give the protection to purify the past karma, give the tool to transform all the present the ripening of karma, even in a very negative way, everything you can able to turn into meaning, then also protect our three doors, committing new karma for future sufferings. So therefore, Guru is the creator of all happiness. So like that. Then in the Lama Chopa, you are the Guru, you are the Yidam, you are the Dakini, Dharma protector. From now until enlightened, I shall seek no other refuge than you. In this life, the bardo, and all future lives, hold me with your hook of compassion. Free me from the fears of samsara and nirvana. Grant all the attainments by my constant companion and grant me from interferences. See, so beside Guru being Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, Guru is also Yidam. You see, there's no greater Yidam than the Guru. You see, if you put Guru aside and you just practice deity yoga, even it's Guya Samaja, Kala Chakra, Vijayokini, no blessing. Even the deity has a blessing, but there's no bridge to channel the blessing to our continuum. You see, so when the deity yogas are conjoined with the Guru yoga, then the actual, meaning or the essence is delivered. You see. So if we are practicing, we can practice entirety of deity yoga in one deity, which is Guru yoga. If the sadhana of all the deity can practice in one sadhana, the upholding the precept of the guru disciple samaya, you see, or exercising, our spiritual practice in devotion, expressing devotion in thoughts and actions, as I discussed this morning, the meaning of this true practice. Then Guru is the, Dharma protector. Sometimes we practice this protector, that protector. If you practice Guru Yoga, you practice all the Dharma protectors. So then Guru is the one that, who is, forever refuge to us, throughout the lifetime, in the most difficult time, the transition from life to death. One of the most effective triggering or most effective condition to be able to take clear light onto path is when you remember Guru, and when we are dying, at the death process, if you remember the Guru, or just simply remember that you are resting your head on the lap of your Guru, or you just completely, have the refuge, the complete confidence of giving your life under the care of Guru, and no fear, nothing, don't worry anything, just ready to, dissolve your body, completely under the care of Guru. That is the most powerful conditional causes to be able to take the natural clear light onto a path, and they are even possible to actualize, Buddhahood within the Dharmakaya actualization. You enlighten in Dharmakaya. You see, or just remember that's something to do with Guru that really never gone away from your heart. Maybe it could be one act of Guru that inspire your heart so much, at the time of that difficult time. Remember that. Or could be one incident of your meeting, that like carve a deep imprint of inspiration in your heart. You see, so just remembering that, you are very much under the refuge of the Buddha, refuge of the Guru, or that one sound, maybe it could be a teaching, or could be a recitation of mantra, or could be just a laughter. Like when you think of Lama Subarabhuji, that's big laughter, it's like so easy to remember, so uplifting, the sound, the look, or maybe just the sound. Maybe in that difficult time, maybe one may not have the physical strength, the mental strength to remember both laughing and the image of the smile or the sound. Maybe just the sound, or maybe just the image of just that open big mouth and laughing, or whatever it may be. Something very simple, but that, to do with the guru, you remember that, that will serve as a condition to ripen the natural clear light onto our path. You see, best enlightenment, if not maybe realize direct realization of emptiness, if not at least conceptual realization of emptiness, if not, it will leave a very powerful virtuous imprint to take a next rebirth in the most perishable realm, which again, you will directly nurtured by the guru, you see. So usually I describe like this, so some of you may have many times what I say. This is very important. You may have many practice, you may have many initiations, you may have many knowledge, but still, you need to prepare that one thing, one Dharma, one meditation object, that in the most crucial time, which is during the dissolution of the death, while you're losing your strength of memory, while you're losing strength of concentration, because this overwhelming hallucination is naturally arriving in your mind. Or maybe you're, maybe dying because of intense pain. There's almost no room to remember Dharma, Or maybe just like accident, only just glim time, there's not much time to even thought about it, just maybe the shortest period of time, you see. And that one thing you can remember, like the switch, the moment you on the switch, how many hundreds of light bulbs, just because of one switch, everything lit. Because whole throughout the life, you engage the most professional electrician to fix, it's like the guru, like a fix the wiring in entire our system of those, Dharma, like there's so many things to remember. Okay, when we are young, when we are intelligent, we can remember, we memorize, there's sutra there, tantra there, this ritual there, this yana, that yana, this philosophy. It's almost like you need a professional electrician to, do all the wiring properly. Okay, so as long as that wiring is done as an imprint, you see, the wiring is done inside this ceiling, which is invisible for us now, but already there as like an imprint, saved. Okay, so now here, you as an owner of that journey, that home, that wall, you just need to know where the switch is. You don't need to know how the wirings are set, but you have to be set properly at least one time. And we have done that, we have set the imprint of, the wiring of the lamrim quite many rounds, not just one time, and we are good. We have done that. So, but there's a danger in the darkest time. If you didn't know exactly where the switch is, even everything is well done, no switch, no light. Okay, so exactly like that. Okay, so therefore, during the death process, you need to hold on to that switch only. Only remember one thing. It's good enough. And just remember to on the switch, you have everything in your hand. Everything is lit like that. All the imprint will be lit. I think I did mention this for a few days ago. Amazing thing is that during the death process, after the dissolution of the anti-conceptual thought, the moment the white appearance arrive, surprisingly or amazingly, by nature, that state of subtle state of the mind, there's no room for negative emotions, negative imprint to ripen. Unbelievable. That's already so amazing. Because the store of negative imprint and positive is almost, I think, for me, is more negative for sure. You see, but by nature of existence, kind of design or very much put into a position, having this consciousness into a life circle, whenever there is a period need to go through that process, through on the basis of these four elements, then there's a period before even arriving to clear light, when the white appearance occur. It's a great period, and then red appearance, black net appearance. Entire non-virtuous imprints are almost, door is shut. So therefore, if we have an imprint, strong imprint, the switch-like imprint, it's already able to carry on, before even our clinical death is occur. Like I'm lying on the lap of gurus, I'm resting my head, or I'm dying, on the lap of my guru under complete protection of him. Just that alone, or whatever example I've given before. You see, it's quite easy to be able to hold on, even though there's so much pain going on, even though there's so much hallucination, but it's still, that's quite possible you're able to hold on to it. If you're able to pass that to able to carry on before your breathing stop, and then it's quite stable afterward. And especially during the anti-conceptual thought, you're able to manage to carry on that awareness. Once the white appearance comes in your way, that switch, as if like the entire light bulb of the imprint of all the Dharma accumulated from beginner's lifetime will ripen. Everything will ripen, like a kind of switch on, everything light lit it. Or then entire of those Dharma practices will harmonize. Some practices as a preliminary, some practices as a main body practice, some practices the resultant kind of like a condition to make possible the natural clear light to bring out the maximum benefit. So that's the way that all the spiritual practitioners are hoping for the best outcome. That's why you do so many rounds of repetition of mantra, is to leave an imprint. So many rounds of retreat is to leave an imprint. It's as strong imprint as possible. Even do so many meditation, and especially do observation meditation, is to carve the imprint by using the subtle consciousness. That's why one of the important things, if we don't do observation meditation, it's quite hard to leave very intense imprint. Imprint is there, but the imprint that you can utilize, when the gross memory ceases. You see, when the gross memory ceases, the subtle mind become awake like our gross mind now. So that time, whatever imprint that you left, in your mind through the meditative mind, which is very much like a mind of the dead person. The meditative mind is very much like the dead person's mind, the subtle mind, or that will be the very much like, the memory of the very awake person, that time, you see. So that's like kind of like magic happens, that one, so that's why throughout the life, just accumulate as much as possible. But one practice, you need to make it so familiar to you. I remember when Geshe Lama Kunjo was, maybe just about 1 hour, 2 hours before he stopped his breath, his classmate, Geshe Kejo, who is senior in his age, he's even have a difficulty walking, but he walked down many staircases and came to sit next to Geshe Lama Kunjo and asked him, at this very stage, how you maintain your practice, and Geshe, of course, cannot say much words because it's just about an hour or 2 hours before he passed away. His breathing was very lengthy in and out. Softly, he said, I've already arrived in Vajrayogini's Pure Land. So very much roughly we can understand that you already should have, for him is like that one simple word. He didn't describe many things. He didn't even say meditate or emptiness. He says, it's already arrived in Vajrayogini Pure Land, already arrived there. So we try to discuss what exactly is what he tried to say is, at that point, you hold on to the virtuous thinking of that you already arrived, the destination that you're supposed to go. You've been preparing whole throughout the life. You just decide that you have already arrived there. You hold on to that. And that could be his switch. When the natural clear light occurs, then there he actualized the absolute completeness of the Vajrayogini Pure Land. And all the sign he have proven that. So yeah, so like that, some people can be refuge practice, some people can be Guru Yoga practice, some people can be mantra practice, some people can be Charasic practice or Tara practice, doesn't matter. Or just be Om or Ah or Om Mani Padme Hum. But something you need very, very solid. And you try to check it out. You try to check whether you are really, impacting that or not is when we go to bed. When we go to bed and try to remember that switch. So first try to remember consciously, when you are like just settling onto the bed. And now you try to hold on to that, see how long you can hold on to. By the time you're dozing off, sometimes forgets. Initially, you may forget, and gradually, in the morning when you wake up, you will come to a position that, did I really sleep? Or I've been like meditating on this whole night. You did went to sleep, but because of you able to doze off. In another word, you in the death process, you're able to die off with that switch. And now when you wake up, it's like very much like when it's a clear light, natural clear light occurrence, the light of the day, clear light occurrence. And there, you almost like cannot differentiate like that, like as if you didn't sleep, but actually you went to sleep. So we have to try it out. Some time it will be just a bit of struggle, even just to able to hold on to until like dozing off. Until then, it could be quite hard. And sometimes just thinking, and sometimes you will be amazed also. It's like very, very, very gorgy, it's just sleeping, but it's still aware, like kind of like you're forcing yourself to wake up, to remember like that, it will be amazing. You see, so you train again and again and again. And the very, very, the most extended one is in the dream state of the mind. You're able to remember that you are meditating on it. And you're able to narrate that when you wake up. You're able to remember what happened. Like sometimes, we remember the dreaming time, isn't it? I mean, like what we dream. So you have a very vivid idea when you wake up. Now you have a vivid idea that you are already asleep, but you're able to, remember the practice. And you're able to tell the whole description when you wake up. And you're able to do that few times like that. You see, and then, well done. But keep on until to the last breath, keep on. The more, the better. So like that. So this is really extremely, extremely crucial. Otherwise, we know so much. Yes, imprint is very, very important. But then we may miss one of the most important chance, because we don't know. Maybe next life we may born as formless realm. Maybe continue to born as a spirit. formless realm, maybe countless eons. Or worse than that, we may born into some kind of lower realm. Then this very, very hard, you see. So if we cannot liberate ourselves or at least realize emptiness within this lifetime, then very hard, you see. So really, so that's why, while studying many, practicing many, you also need to consolidate the old practice in one simple practice, one simple yoga. And you chant like Om Mani Padme Hum, like day and night on that. You observe, you meditate, train. You see, it's almost like become like your body and the shadow. You will never leave you in any time like that. So that's very important. Then yeah. So then, yes, guru is the most powerful one, to able to do that. That's the even remembering guru's dog can able to bring so much benefit. No question about able to remember the wholeness of the guru. Even remembering guru's dog, guru's pet, also is so powerful. So like that. So then, so now you see the qualities. So there are 10 qualities in the Maitreya's ornament of the Mahayana Sutra emphasize 10 qualities of the Mahayana Guru. And there's also 10 qualities to the Vinaya Guru who provide you precept, 10 qualities of the Tantric Guru who provide the initiation, etc. Then, so all these 10 qualities are there, the Guru, but the thing is that the obscuration that we have is very, very difficult to detect these qualities. Even though Guru is enlightened, very difficult to see the enlightened quality. Even though Guru is already realized emptiness, but very difficult to see that quality in Guru because of our own obscuration. Guru is already achieved shamatha, but we weren't able to detect that. Guru is already perfected in all morality, but we may not able to, able to witness that. So therefore, if unable to witness all these 10 qualities, then at least maybe like 5, 4, a minimum like 3 qualities, like that. Well, first, the 10 qualities like this. It says, Maitreya says, rely on a Mahayana teacher who is a disciplined, serene, thoroughly pacified, has good qualities surpassing those of the student, is energetic, has a wealth of scriptural knowledge, possessing loving concern, has a thorough knowledge of reality and a skill in instructing disciple, and has abandoned, disparitiness like that. So, who is a discipline? So the first thing is the moral discipline. Lama Tsongkhapa emphasized that if teacher themselves not tame, how they're going to tame their student? If themselves is not subdued, how they're going to subdue? How they're going to condition, to subdue the disciple? You see. So therefore, the first one is moral discipline. So from our ordinary environment, ordinary mind, when you look for a guru, you try to look for someone who uphold as many vows as possible. So that's what the teaching says, as many vows for the ordinary mind. But otherwise, someone on the street as a beggar, maybe holding the entire guru quality, but we don't have ability to see that. So only outwardly that, comparing to the limitation that we have, then at least, this is at least, you may have a better way of seeing it, but at least outwardly, someone is, preserving as many precepts as possible, like as mentioned before, the 3 precepts, 3 kind of precepts, individual liberation precept, Buddhism precept, tantric precepts, So from there, you can determine how much disciplined. Then serene is talking about best, someone is already, someone is already achieved shamatha. Best, even especially inside. If not shamatha, if not, at least someone who is so peaceful within. Your mind, the teacher's mind has been serviceable to the teacher, the person. Serviceable means, only behave according with what the virtually intended, you see. So that's called serene. So you will see, for ordinary mind, someone is not angry, someone is not jealous, someone is not, easily, get attached, someone is not selfish, someone is not ego-centered mind, someone is not depressed, so someone is so peaceful. That's what I'm talking about. Then thoroughly pacified is referring to emptiness. The best is someone is already, Dharmakaya is achieved. If not, someone at least realize the non-conceptual direct realization of emptiness. If not, at least conceptually realizing emptiness. If not, at least someone understand emptiness well and, practicing, living in the practice of emptiness. Living in the practice of emptiness, So when someone live in the practice of emptiness, you have less grasping, less, impulsive behavior. It's everything very easy to understand, very easy to harmonize, you see, very easy to transform, very easy to say, it's okay, forgive, it's okay. Yes, it is nasty, but forgive. Yes, it is not easy, but it's okay, can be fine, even someone slap you, you say, yes, it is painful, but it's okay. Like that. Then has good qualities surpassing those of student. Then of course, the student is want to learn enlightened qualities. So as someone in a position of guru, surely has to have a more enlightened illustration of more discipline or more wisdom, more kind of pacified. All these three higher training has to be manifested in it is living. Then energetic. Someone is like how to say. When it comes to help student, when it comes to, like offer Dharma, is so energetic. When you go to teacher and say, ask to teach, oh no. You ask the teacher to teach the Dharma, and say, oh no again. Then, no. It's asked to teach Dharma. Thank you. Okay. Then and I should be like the quality. You see, Rinpoche never look at the time when offer the Dharma. And Rinpoche is not like, I only should teach. I was asked to teach 1 hour, just 1 hour sharp, You don't deserve more than that, not like that. Teach until the student, they just like feel too much or feel cannot take it or no time or whatever, not enough merit, whatever, Many times when I was attendant, there's one time in Singapore, around 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, it start the teaching in a full house. And Rinpoche went until morning 8 o'clock. One close eye, And by the time in the morning, only the attendants and the keeper, 1 or 2 left, all gone. Because people have to go for work, people have to attend the family responsibilities. But it's still, it's nobody will still carry on, So unbelievable, unbelievable. It's really uplifting with the quality, say the energetic, Then when it comes to benefiting others, even you see one insect, you will give 100% time, one person, 100% time. I mean, some of you may have tried to have appointment with Rinpoche. You never maybe made it because he's always with people, always with something, benefiting others. That's why he didn't have enough time in this human timetable, only because of that, It's not like you are not important and don't want to see, not like that. And those of you who get a chance to see him, from his side, he completely settled with you. He have no time. You see, until the attendance has to, chase you up, has to remind, maybe, I don't know, hundreds of times to Rinpoche, okay, now you have to stop, He give you 100% of his existence to you, his time for you, his care, his wisdom. I mean, just one ordinary, like just say hello, when to say hello, entire Lamrim teaching is delivered to you. Unbelievable. That's very rare. Really, it's almost no one out there just like that. This is called energetic. You see, unbelievable. There's one time we went to Laudo. That time I was attendant, so I did attendant for 3 years. So when we come down, before come down, one whole week is Nyungne. And when Rinpoche is in the part of the Nyungne retreat, you go 24 hours, isn't it? Now on the last day, of course, we have to rush to Lukla because next morning, early morning, have a flight to Kathmandu. Then after that, the third day, Rinpoche has to fly to America to receive, I think, some teachings or something from, Geshe Zopa. In a medicine or somewhere else like that, something like that. But then, first of all, we're supposed to leave early morning, right after the last session of the Nyungne. Then quickly have breakfast, then we leave. But then there, he after we finished the last session, he remembered that, in fact, this Tomo nuns requested the order transmission of Nyungne, and he said, if I don't offer now, again, don't know when we'll have the opportunity to come back. And he start to, Nyungne text is quite thick. And the moment he opened it, he start to first, few hours of lengthy introductory teaching. The whole Lamrim went there. Then lunch was over, finished, no lunch. Then after that is, then I think the actual order transmission finished within 1 hour or half an hour like that. You read so fast and finished. But it went up to 4 or 5 o'clock. Then Rinpoche's sister, Aningawasam, then, because, obviously seeing he didn't eat any food, now he's leaving, Rinpoche hardly come to back to Lauto, and she's already like crying. And the main thing is she concerned because Rinpoche didn't eat anything, and now he may just leave because he had to rush without eating anything. So she prepared a lot of the potato kind of dish, potato pancake, boiled potato, potato this, potato that, those of you who went to Laudo, you will know there's so many different type of potato meals. And then he looked at Venerable Aningawasam, then immediately he settled there just to please her. So he was just eating, then make offering another 1 hour of offering. Offer to all the Buddhas, Then I think by the time when we need to leave, of course, we were forcing him to please move, Then maybe around 5 or 6, and already misty, there's a little drizzling happening. Then there's a mist coming, cloud coming. It's quite dark already now. So using torchlight, and of course, we have about 10, 15 of Interraj, so want to lead the road first. About 1 or 2 steps, which I asked to stop everybody. He says he want to lead the road because the way we walk is like just rushing, and also the sound is quite rough, like like that, because the road the stone chips under the shoes. So the moment he said he want to lead, after 1 step, he saw a frog there. So he spent about half an hour to bless the frog. With the mantras and which was like a screaming, with the mantras and then dedication prayers and like the frog is already run away quite far away. long ago, which is like still dedicating the prayers for frog. Then after one step, there's an ant is quarreling because now he is like really like using the torch to make sure he see ants. I mean, make sure he don't miss the ants, miss the frogs. So you see, from there to Lugla, we arrive morning 3 o'clock. Just in that short distance, we arrive 3 o'clock in the morning. So when we arrive at the 3 o'clock, just he turned this way, there's one big rock written a mantra, maybe Guru Pema Sambhava mantra or whatever, a lot of mantra there. And he says that we need to do Guru Puja here. So then, then of course, I mean, we just have to sit on the like the floors are wet. Of course, before that already happened a lot of things. There's a little kind of stone stupas, so whenever he sit that he go around and sometimes even make circumambulation, all our clothes is wet and mud like that. So we settled there. Then the one of the other monk, of course, he wanted to lead the chant, the Omze. Then the moment he started to lead the chant the Omze, Rinpoche stop him and say he want to be the Omze. So the moment he chant in one verse, he chant loudly, he paused there, meditate, completely silent for so long. Then there's one monk called Tsirin Nubu, which is one of the senior monks who stay in Laudo to help running or something. Because we're supposed to arrive sometime in late afternoon or at the Lukla, because there's one stupa Rinpoche, I think, asked to build, I think so. So supposed to consecrate that. And this monk been going down and up 3 or 4 times. So he came, and obviously he was very tired. And he used to be a very funny monk. So he moved right in front of Rinpoche, like so close like that. And whenever Rinpoche carry on meditating it, he will put the palm together like, Rinpoche Gyapsu Chewo. It's like, Rinpoche, I take refuge in you. But make it so loud that so he can wake Rinpoche up from the samadhi. But the way he did is like so cute and like you can see he's so exhausted. Maybe like if it's not for inspiration or of the Dharma, I think he must be super angry. But he's because he's so exhausted, it's not going the way he planned, But at the same time, it's so inspired by Rinpoche, So it's like the mix of this tiredness, inspiration, and he so Rinpoche again, he like really like very steadily wake up, and he will just go to the second line. Then again he so like that, it went up to over 7 or 8 o'clock, from 3 o'clock up to 7, 8 o'clock like that. So anyway, so then after that, then there's people waiting. They've been waiting since yesterday. So they went to sleep there. So of course, then they're waiting there. So then there's long story. But one thing is, all the villagers, with the brass kind of plate, they put barley, fresh barley, and then big salt, some butter, like auspiciousness. And in fact, they are wishing him to bless their home. So there's so many. So he fulfilled this person's wishes, go into this house, and everybody has altar. The moment he see altar, 35 Buddha's prostration. The moment he see people, he start to teach Lamrim. We're just going into this house, half an hour, 1 hour, go this house, half an hour, 1 hour. By the time we just like finish this short town there, at nighttime around 8, 9 o'clock. Whole day, just, there's no food, just going in and out. Then after that, yeah, we have to go. We already missed, and by then actually, yeah, on that day in Namche Bazaar, Venerable Roja was, I think, cannot take it. but I think he's also in the same position, like, inspired so much, but that knows that Rinpoche mess up all his program. The flight was missed already, and all the program, the flight to America is going to reorganize. I mean, this is a big job, but he didn't say anything. I saw he was like quiet, but suddenly disappeared. He actually went off and he took the flight and he went to the boat. Kathmandu, we were left behind. So anyway, so that time, I think one villager there, I think Rinpoche must be very tired, and it would be so amazing that he would ride a horse. So one family presented one horse, and Rinpoche accepted it. And once Rinpoche assigned one of the attendant, make sure non-stop recite mantra loud, and you have to carry the horse. Of course, nobody will allow to ride on the horse, so you have to carry another member of the horse going along that another whole night. So anyway, there are many more stories there. Okay, so yes, so that is energetic. Don't you think it's so energetic in the service of other? Unbelievable. You never see like that. You see. So that's the quality of a guru, unbelievable, you see. Yeah, and just think about, for like very much whole life, after he established the Kopan monastery, then maybe around 70 something, isn't it? And then the FPMD, the centers were developed around the world, and there's so many centers. So it's always on the road. I mean, we cannot even, it's not comparing, but I do travel. Actually, very tiring. Physically, actually, you can see it's really, torturing, especially after you cross 40 years old. It's not the same as before. You can people say, so after you cross 40, there's quite a big changes. I said, no, it's just your mind. No. Physically also, it does make changes, and like every week you just change the environment, change the time, change the people, change the food, change the weather. It's quite, Rinpoche live like whole life like that. Always on road. His library, that time we even don't have iPad, all this, all the luggage is his text, that which for him to transmit to others, and also he carried those texts because since he's flying so much and traveling on the road so much, many of texts actually he don't really use it. It's because so powerful, so blessed, and just having that idea. And maybe he just keep moving everywhere. Maybe it's just to go and blessed, isn't it? So it's amazing. Anyway, then has a wealth of scriptural knowledge. Of course, we need to learn correct Dharma teaching, and the teacher don't have a proper knowledge, then, if anything taught wrongly, it ruined countless years of life. Or most of all, almost like the one chance to enlighten is, it sounds like very much like this life, and you were taught mistakenly. You were guided, wrong teaching, wrong practice. That would be the worst disaster. You see, so really need to have a proper training, to really to able to offer Dharma. Actually, offering Dharma teaching is very, very serious, you see. If something goes wrong, it's heavy karma, because you really kind of shut the door to one of the biggest potential to not to achieve the potential. Someone may, everybody has those who made complete Dharma, especially Tantra, you really came across the potential of enlightening within that lifetime, but happened to give wrong teaching, can you imagine? The impact would be disaster. So it's so serious. Then possessing loving concern, then if the teacher has the heart of, loving concern to the student, then the teacher will really be genuine, really be honest, and offer, relate to you only thing that will benefit you, because only concern of your happiness, isn't it? Then when you have the loving concern, you will have the compassion. Then the teacher won't do anything that will inconvenient to your spiritual path. You see. So here again, when we talk about inconvenient, samsaric way, when the true teachers, give you homework, teach, you're really going to become uncomfortable with samsara. Because there's no praises what we normally doing, the samsara thing, that the true teacher won't give you any comfort. And that is for some people can be very painful. So meeting a true teacher and qualified teacher and leading you on the path, emotionally, physically, it's not like immediately you start to enjoy liberation. No, maybe you may start to encounter like hell, and even to able to kind of like get into the transformation, the changes, that transition is very harsh. You see, it's the real is like, even just, you see, it's, I remember my late guru says that when you really teach the real Dharma, is very much, very much like getting into the heart of the student and pointing out all your faults. And you have to point out all the faults, faults of your ignorance, faults of your desire, faults of your anger. And if you don't have a correct purpose of the Dharma, that's very offensive. These days may sue you. That can be very harsh. So that's why, in today's time, if not careful, maybe many in the name of Dharma, maybe just, do very happy thing, comfortable thing, maybe like praising each other, it's kind of like this also okay, that also okay, and maybe never really get into the zone of the Dharma, because that is not an easy subject. That is not easy to listen. Like about Guru devotion, not many gurus will really confidently talk about Guru devotion. It's as if sound like they're talking about themselves. Kyabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche used to talk about Guru devotion. He always talk about Guru devotion, the courage, because that is the subject matter. You have to address it, you see, because that's the real matter. And Lama Zopa Rinpoche always talk about the suffering of hell realm, suffering of six realm. It sounds like very depressing. That is the subject need to discuss. Because in order to really enter into the path of Dharma, you need to gain renunciation from suffering, renunciation from the causes of suffering. And without talking about them, how to get renunciation? Without talking limitation about them, how to get renunciation, isn't it? You see, and sometimes, in the name of Dharma, like try to avoid talking about that. Try to avoid talking about the Guru subject. It's nice. It's nice. The conversation is nice, but the real kick of the Dharma doesn't happen, You see, so tricky. Anyway, yeah. So then, thorough knowledge of reality and skill in instructing the disciple. Thorough knowledge. Why specifically say that? Before it's already said, thoroughly pacified. It's talking about emptiness. Now he has a thorough knowledge of reality, means that's the ultimate teaching that need to deliver, the teaching on emptiness. Because yesterday we talked about the why it is that, as long as we don't actualize the antidote to the root cause of all the limitations, samsara, the innate ignorant, we are very much kind of like healing the symptom only, never able to, overcome the root cause. All the Dharma is beautiful, beneficial antidote to negativities, but as far as concerned with the root in ignorance, only emptiness. So you see, so I also mentioned the statement that the 84,000 teaching is Buddha taught for the purpose to able to make us understand emptiness. The 84,000 different teachings, the three wheel of turning, numberless wheel of turning, everything is intended finally to able to make us understand emptiness and make us realize emptiness, you see. So therefore, the guru that whom you're going to, the person whom you want to take as a guru, one of the knowledge must have is knowledgeable on the teaching on emptiness. That has to have, Otherwise, may teach many Dharma, but not the essence. You may not able to receive the essence. You see? Then it's skill in instructing the disciple. So like that. So yeah, all the gurus that you have, all are, the different ways, different methods to communicate, like that, skillfully, So now, so if one does not have all the 10 qualities, but has 7, 6, 5, or even 3 qualities, the main quality is loving, having more knowledge than the disciple, well-disciplined, and having great compassion. You see, so in some text talks about the 3 qualities is the good training in 3 higher trainings. Good morality, good concentration. Means good control of your emotion, but then wisdom, this 3 things. Or in another way is ethic is definitely number 1. On top of that, someone is compassionate. Then on top of that is knowledgeable, these 3 things. So as long as you see these 3 things, which is quite easy to spot, then you can take as a guru like that. Then as a Mayani guru, someone that who able to transmit the Mayani core teachings, like on bodhicitta, someone able to even grant the Bodhisattva precepts. That's the way that you can even, take your practice even further advanced. If it is Vinaya guru, on top of these 10 qualities, one of the qualities they need to be in the precept of the Vinaya precepts. Like Vinaya precept, the highest one is the fully ordination. So the best is someone who has fully ordination Sangha vow. If not, novice. If not, then pre-ordination. If not, minimum holding 5 lay vows. See, so even the teacher is a lay person, but someone is upholding the 5 lay vows, minimum. But then if you as a student aspire to become Sangha, then you should choose someone who's holding the Vinaya vows like that. So, and they also need to know how to do the Vinaya precept ceremonies, So then for Tantric guru, someone that who carry the lineage of initiation, because the main purpose of having Tantric guru is to able to introduce or open the door to you, the door to Tantra, which is through initiation. In order to do the initiation, someone that need to have initiation lineage. Not only have initiation lineage, someone have done the commitment retreat. Not only have a commitment retreat, someone have an interest, someone has all the tools and all the ways to transmit you the initiation, And then not only the initiation of Kriya Tantra, Action Tantra, because the highest practice in the Tantra is generation and completion stage of Tantra. So in order to practice completion stage, only in the highest tantric practice. So there's someone that who actually, uphold those practices, so like that. So these are the extra quality on top of that. Okay. Okay. Now I will read this. Now you see, now when you this morning already talk about how to now establish the relationship, okay? And after finding such qualified guru, then establish the guru-disciple relationship. In order to receive the maximum benefit, student also need to have a quality. So then here, the Arya Devas, 400 stanza, it says, it is said that one who is non-partisan, intelligent, and diligent is the vessel for listening to the teaching. The good qualities of the instructor do not appear otherwise, nor do those of fellow listener. So non-partisan. So there are three qualities we need to have it. So non-partisan here, there may be many explanations. What I understand is that very clear about your objective of relying on the guru. Very clear about your purpose of relying on the guru, purpose of practicing Dharma, purpose of choosing the spiritual path. And the purpose has to be liberation, enlightenment. If the spiritual purpose, if the relationship you establish with the guru is not for liberation, is for worldly purpose, then you don't have that quality of non-partisan mind. So non-partisan mind is having clear purpose of enlightenment, you see. So then from there, whatever you relate to the guru is for enlightened purpose, for liberation purpose, nothing to do with worldly purpose, you see. Then whatever relation, at least from your side, whatever way guru relate to you, doesn't matter. But whatever way you relate to the guru, everything going to be cause of liberation, enlightenment, because of that motivation. Then the second one is intelligent. You see, the intelligent here mainly talking about having the wisdom of discrimination. Means you know what to be adopted, what to be abandoned. Means you know what is Dharma, what is non-Dharma. So how to define Dharma or non-Dharma? If anything is beneficial for liberation, enlightenment, is Dharma. Anything is beneficial for worldly is non-Dharma. Or anything is not beneficial for enlightenment, liberation is non-Dharma. So if guru relate to you, anything is not concerned for liberation, enlightenment, you should put aside. You don't have to criticize the guru. You don't have to argue with the guru. You just need to have the wisdom to just put aside. No need to adopt it. Even guru says so. If it's anything is beneficial for liberation, enlightenment, even how harsh it is, physically, emotionally, how harsh it is, follow strictly, adopt it. So that is the non-partisan. Because when guru relate to you, that qualified guru relate to the disciple, all the techniques are not smooth one. And all techniques are not pleasant. Some techniques can be very harsh. Some technique, can be beating you up. Maybe that doesn't happen these days, but in our time, there's a lot of beating happens. So when the whip, when the slap comes in your way, you need to have this wisdom of, oh, this is like as powerful as initiation. As powerful as the mantra dispelling or kind of antidote that cleansing, like a detoxing, and the harder the guru hits, the greater the initiation you receive. The harder the guru hits you, the hardest one is like even like almost like almost the breath almost stop. And I think there you receive the highest tantric initiation. A slightly lighter one, yoga tantra, then kriya tantra, action tantra, and you long for the highest yoga tantra. So anyway, I mean, it usually don't really happen that harsh, but do get a lot of slapped because we are very naughty. If it didn't get those slaps and the whips, I think no way, there's little progress also, no way possible. They're looking at the wildness, wilderness, looking at this, distraction is not possible. You see. So times are changed, but during our time, it's sometimes it's like almost like from the guru's mouth, it's only the scolding, nothing you hear. But actually, those scoldings were the nectar. They didn't realize, that those are the real nectar. You see, if didn't shout that way, I think, may not be the little progress that we have. You see, so therefore, whenever Guru shout at you, we need to have that discriminative wisdom to understand that this is a very powerful mantra, deity powerful mantra, dispelling unseen, hidden, like those spirit harms, those very heavy karmas, you see. So when you relate to that, when you relate like that, it's like, wow. Even now, I mean, there's so many pleasant things happen, with the gurus. Like an example with Lama Sopa, like I'm just giving little example from my side. With Geshe Lama Londo, with Geshe Lama Kuncho. The most cherishable things are those of the time that actually is the scolding one, the slap that you receive. There are many amazing things, many playful things, many picnic happened. Those are like a bit numb now, the real thing that you really remembered and you really felt that, that actually really helped me so much, actually is that whip, that very harsh whip, you see, and that mark that you got in your buttock or I don't know where, now, it's like a sparkling kind of like a light form, like right in here, you see. So yeah, like that. And then one thing the most you miss is their scolding, honestly speaking. Not the rest of the time, not the rest of the teaching, actually you miss, especially now, you start to scold people, no one's scolding you. It's like now you really miss someone, like someone scolding you, so anyway, like that. So yeah, like that. And I think in today's time, not only in the West, even in the monastery, it's very much like, your emotion become the authority. It's very much your ego is the authority. Your feeling is the number one. There's not even like there's a kind of like some kind of shared authority to your guru. That's why the guru also have to talk very sweet thing. And guru had to give present, in the past, like can imagine, like, like to invite Guru Atisha to Tibet. Changju and his uncle. I mean, they sacrifice in the prison, this, and they collect goals, It's not because the guru need the goal. Just see the preciousness, you see. Even Milarepa and Marpa, Marpa didn't take Milarepa until the Milarepa has a proper thing to offer to him. It's not because of Marpa. Marpa is very rich. Milarepa, that time he has nothing. His homes were completely destroyed. Families was dead. Most family was dead, and he's just like kind of homeless. But Marpa is, and also Marpa's wife is also Dakini, But Marpa's wife also thought like, oh, this my husband is actually very greedy, you know, like the person who is longing for teaching, but I think he's expecting gift first. So that's why the Marpa's wife, you know, give the Z, the three eye, the jewel, quietly. Actually, this was given by Marpa to her. But then she thought, I think she can hide. So she could quietly give to Milarepa, say, maybe you offer this seed first. Then maybe he may able to allow you to sit in the teaching. uh, so she did it. Marpa was beaten up, scolded, and Marpa scolded the wife. You know, he immediately knew. I said, this is my wife's, you know, jewel, you know. And it's not your offering. Get out, get lost. You know, it sounds unbelievable, you know. Then after that, you know, he put so much effort by his own, actually is to accumulate merit, you know, just to prepare his let's say the vessel, you know, there's so much how to say the container himself, like so much of pollution, you know, negativities, you know, that need to purify it, you know, and accumulate a lot of good thing in his system, the merit, you know. Otherwise, even Marpa like shower with the teaching, you know, he may hear the philosophy, he may hear a lot of words, but it cannot go into his heart. It won't go into his heart. The blessing won't go into his heart, you see. So he has to go around and collect means, and finally, you know, he able to make one brass or the copper basin, but he have nothing to put in because he have no means, you know. That's it. That's the only thing he can able to manage. So he offered that, but Marpa knew that this is his own earned offering, not by someone helping him, you know, his own sincere hard work. And then Marpa says that, so Marpa, first thing he banged the vessel. So because it's an empty vessel, so the empty brass, it makes so loud sound, you know, like bang, loud sound. And but then Marpa says, you know, throughout your so throughout your spiritual training, so you will have so much hardship with the material resources because of, you know, you create the auspiciousness of an empty vessel to offer to your guru. But you're going to be one of the most famous saint because the sound is very good. You know, and exactly happened that way. Milarepa, you know, throughout his journey, he was always in an empty cave. No one's around, no clothes, no food. You know, initially, so much abuse to him. You know, even those of thieves, hunters, you know, he have nothing in cave. They just came to steal from him. He have nothing. And since they have nothing, they really, you know, like lift it up and bang on the ground. You know, it happened like that, you know. It's so much hardship, but he never gave up, you know. But then honestly, in you know, among all these thousand over years of, you know, Tibetan Buddhist tradition, there's no greater famous, you know, there's no more famous than Milarepa, isn't it? Exactly what Marpa says. You see, so creating the auspiciousness, like showing the respect, you know, verbally, physically, and then heart to your spiritual guru. If you are really serious about really, you know, spiritual development, so that's the number one, you see. So like that. Okay, so yeah, so then uh, Okay, then after that is a diligent. Then that one I think I already shared. You know, the Gamboba's story about Milarepa. That's the diligent. That's the teaching of diligent. You know, you need to work. You need to really. What is that? Say you better. It's saying that you better keep quiet. You better finish it. Maybe. Okay, so like that. So diligent. You know. So these three quality is a student's quality. You know. So now we have to know very clearly. So with these three things, then with a qualified teacher, then no one can stop becoming Buddha. No one can stop, you know, realizing the stages of the path like that. You know. So then the reason why I need to rely on the guru, the importance to rely on the guru. So Geshe Potova said, for the purpose of achieving liberation enlightenment, there's no greater importance than, you know, the having and relying on the guru, perfect guru. You know, even in our ordinary life, in order to master something, you know, you need a teacher, and you need to honor that teacher. And without proper guidance by some qualified, even in our worldly, even as a carpenter, you know, without that, you cannot master the carpentering, isn't it? So then we are very much like we just came out of lower realms. For eons, we never really have a idea about Dharma. And the Dharma path is like we never traveled before. It's unknown path, you see. So for that, if you don't have a Lama, if you don't have a guru, teacher, then not possible for us to, you know, travel without mistake, you know. So therefore, so important to rely on the Lama, guru. Then there's one sutra, you know, called Nangwa Tima Mepe Do. This is about Tamsele Gyueshin Lama Sutra. It says, therefore, hold your spiritual guru more precious, more important than all the Buddhas. All the Buddhas, you know, is perfected with all the skills and have a boundless compassion to us. But without the condition of a guru, there's no way to achieve all the Buddha's blessing in our continuum. And Buddha himself also actualized state of full enlightenment through the kindness of his guru. You know, so Buddha would also not possible without the blessing of the guru. So therefore, see guru, you know, great importance than all the Buddhas. So because of that, rely on the guru. You know, have guru, rely on the guru. So there is even the Lama Chopa we normally recite. It's a guru is kinder than all the Buddhas. To those untamed by countless past Buddhas, so very much like us, you know, so many countless Buddhas came into existence, but we are still in samsara, obviously shows we are untamed by them. Then to those untamed by countless past Buddhas, the unruly transmigrated beings of this degenerated age, who are difficult to subdue, you know. So during the time of 5 degenerated time, the degenerations of delusion, degeneration of time, degenerations of life, you know, so it makes it even harder for us to get tamed. You accurately show the good way of those gone to bliss. Compassionate refuge saver, I may request to you. You see, like even in the legend or the history, you know, during this fortunate era, there's 1,000 fortunate Buddhas to be descended. And during this time, the time of 5 degeneration, you know, all the Buddhas have kind of like like a committee meeting, like kind of have a discussion to determine who to go to help the sentient being of our time and in this southern world. And all the Buddhas refuse. So this is the most difficult time. I don't think I can manage it like that. Only Shakyamuni Buddha says, okay, finally he says, okay, then I will go. You see? So even Shakyamuni Buddha came and we are still wandering around. And that's the reason, even all the fortunate Buddhas, first of all, the rest of the fortunate Buddhas, we don't know when we will meet them again or not in the future time, while we are on the path. But even Shakyamuni Buddha, who had the most courageous and most karmic, not courageous, most karmic connected, because of when he was training on the path, he made aspiration to really to be among, this time's being and this time of world. Because of that aspiration, make him to be able to descend this time, and even that, we didn't really manage to surpass the path. So Guru is the one that who actually, living among us, like His Holiness Dalai Lama, as mentioned before. So therefore, Guru is kinder than all the Buddhas. Then there's another verse especially dedicated to meditate, to understand the Guru is kinder than even Shakyamuni Buddha. It says, when the son of the Muni, Shakyamuni Muni, said, because of the times, you enact the deeds of the conqueror, for the many transmigratory beings who lack a refuge saver, compassionate refuge saver, I may request to you. So yeah, from here, Shakyamuni Buddha came, but we didn't manage to receive teaching directly, practice under the guidance of Shakyamuni Buddha. So from that point of view, and what we are enjoying all the spiritual, fortunate time with the Guru, then from that point of view, the Guru is even, more precious than all the Buddhas, even Shakyamuni Buddha. So there are many other examples that were given. Then the benefit of relying on the teacher from the Lamrim Chemo. By relying on the teacher, you will come closer to Buddhahood. You will please the conqueror. You will not be bereaved of future teachers. You will not fall into a miserable realm. Neither bad karma nor difficulties will overpower you. Through mindful, I think this morning I've already illustrated that when you have an inner Guru, then nothing, even suffering, cannot harm you. Through mindfulness of the Bodhisattva deeds and by not contradicting them, your collections of good qualities will continue to increase, and you will reach all of your provisional and final goal. After obtaining virtues through serving and respecting the teacher with the thoughts and practice, you will accomplish others' welfare as well as yours. Then there's another sutra of the showing the Tathagata inconceivable secret. It says, son and daughter of the good lineage, rely upon becoming emotionally close to, serve, and venerate the Guru with a great respect. If you do so, your thoughts will be virtuous thought, hearing virtuous teaching, whereby your practice as well will be virtuous. Then through creating virtuous karma and becoming virtuous, you will please your virtuous friend. You also will not bring suffering upon others or yourself, because of you will not create non-virtuous karma, but will only cultivate virtues. As a result of the guiding others and yourself, you will complete the path to unsurpassed enlightenment, and therefore will be able to work for the welfare of all living beings who have entered wrong path. Thus, one Bodhisattva rely on the Guru. They will complete all their collections of good qualities. Then there's another sutra of the Siddhigarbha says, those whom the teacher cares for will purify the karma that would otherwise cause them to wander through the miserable realm for 10 million limitless eons. They purify this karma with harm to their bodies and mind in this lifetime. This harm includes sickness such as the infectious disease, with fever, calamities such as famine, They may purify their karma by merely undergoing something as little as a dharma or something little as a dream or scolding. So there's a little bit of editing here. So you see, so even you dream of a guru, that purifies, even to go through many of the challenging obstacles in our life, like health obstacles, environmental obstacles in our life. Even just one little scolding by the guru also has that powers. They produce more root of virtue into one morning than those who give to worship or observe precept from limitless tens of millions of Buddha. You see. So the Guru Yoga practice is so powerful. The merit is unbelievable that numberless times, greater, 10 million times, limitless, not just 10 million, limitless 10 million times greater than serving, 3 meals or best offering, limitless 3 million times to the limitless 3 million times of the Buddhas, like that. Those who respect and serve their Guru are endowed with unimaginable good qualities. Then also understand that all of the Buddha's immeasurable good qualities of the transforming others' mind arise from this proper reliance on the teacher. Therefore, rely on, become close to, serve, and venerate the Guru, just as you would the Buddha. Then there's the Garland of Birth story, the Sutra of Garland of Birth story. Any intelligent person should not be distant from excellent being, which is called the Guru, and should rely on this virtuous being in the disciplined manner. Disciplined manner is, having these 3 qualities of the student as mentioned before. Once you are close to them, particles of their good quality will stick to you automatically. Oh, that's good. Automatically. So then now how to cultivate the Guru devotion in thought and practice. So first, how to cultivate Guru devotion in thought. Then the Tantra bestowing the initiation of Vajapani, it says, if you would ask, O Lord of Secret, which is talking about Buddha, how disciples should view Master, then I would answer that they should view them just as they view the Bhagavan. When you relate to Guru, you view them just like Bhagavan, means Buddha. So it means see them in Buddha. Some sutric practice, like Vinaya, maybe Theravada practice, Buddha, their elders are like a Buddha, like a resemble of the Buddha, example of the Buddha, very much like that. So in Mahayanic Sutra, they see as a Buddha, see as a Buddha. Then in Tantra is oneness with the oneness with the Buddha deity, like that. So in short, just to see them Buddha, see them in Buddha, see them as Buddha. They will always cultivate virtues. Just as they view the Bhagavan. If the disciple view their master in this way, they will always cultivate virtues. They will become Buddha and benefit the entire world. Then Tantra bestowing the initiation of Vajapani again says, keep the master's good quality in mind. Never seize upon their faults. Very important, you see. There are many times our own fault reflect on the Guru, our limitation reflect on the Guru. And then we start to, apprehend as that is the faults of the Guru. So always, be mindful. The Guru is Buddha. Then when your mind is pure, then everything you're able to interpret, translate as a teaching, as a Buddha's quality, like that, like the scolding as a powerful mantra, like even just one slap, as an initiation, like that, the benefit you receive is the enlightened benefit. Keeping their good quality in mind, you will reach attainment. So keeping quality in mind, that itself is a training for you to become all the quality that Guru has, like that, Okay. Seeing upon their faults, you will not, Then there's another sutra, the 10 teaching sutra says, develop the following idea with respect to your teacher. I have wandered for a long time through silent existence and they search for me. I have been asleep, having been obscured by delusion for a long time, and they wake me. They pull me out of the depth of the oceans of existence. I have entered a bad path, and they reveal the good path to me. They release me from being bound in the prison of existence. I have been worn out by the illness for a long time, and they are my doctor. They are rain cloud that put out my blazing fire of attachment and alike. So think like that, and try to see the enlightened qualities of Buddha, and see, express gratitude, kindness, gratitude, and kindness of theirs showered on us. So seeing this, we should never forsake him, even one. Seeing this, we should never forsake him, even at the cost of life. You see, there may be a lot of maras coming your way to, separate you, the relationship. They may say your teacher is like that. Your teacher is, this is this. You understand this is a mara, try to separate you from the greatest thing that you have in your life. You see. So never say, even in a cost, even so there are many, the masters, you came from Tibet, they regard his holiness, their guru, their Buddha, yeah. So just to want to see glimpse of him, they bet their life. That many people, they cost their life just because of they call his name, just because they want to see him. They're in prison, they cost life, but they're okay. But they just because of the devotion, they have, it's exactly what the teaching says, like even cost of their life, they never separate their relationship from their perfect guru. In our ordinary life, hope we may not have in that kind of environment, but when problem comes in our way, I saw that, some people, but that is because of also not having the three quality, the partial attitude, the non-partisan attitude. They relate to the guru for their success of business. There are people do that. They relate to the guru to just to bless their well-being. They relate to guru for good health. So then when the reality of our past karmic definite result kicks in, when the health go down, oh, the guru is no use. Cannot protect me, they give up guru. Oh, I mean, I've been doing all the virtuous thing in relation to you, but the motivation might be about samsaric thing. So when the wealth go down, when the economic crisis comes in their way, it's a guru is no use. They give up guru. I saw literally in my life many like that. You see, so if we don't have a proper teaching on the how to relate to guru, these things could happen, and that's the worst disaster that can happen. So seeing this, we should never forsake him, even at the cost of life, and please him with the offering of the implementing his word. So the best offering that you offer to guru, upholding the teaching. Like Miralapa says, I have nothing material offering to offer to my guru. I offer my practice. What qualified guru really want from disciple? Your enlightenment. If you're able to gain enlightenment, that's the best offering. If you stick with your development of your path, best offering. If you be happy, that's the best offering. If you stay away from negativities, that's the best offering to guru. They don't need the material one. The material one comes from the student side for them to accumulate merit with their own right intention. The guru's side is completely only concern of your liberation, nothing else, no other expectation, like that. So I, a yogic, have practiced in this manner. You who aspire for liberation too should do likewise. This Lama Tsongkhapa said like this. So how to rely on the guru in action? Maitreya's ornament of Mahayana Sutra says, rely on the teacher by way of respect, material things, service, and practices, or like that. So it says like this. Then there's another sutra, Avagosha, or the Avagoshas, 50 verses on the Guru Yoga practice, Guru devotion practice says, what need is there to say much here? Do whatever pleases your Guru, eliminate all that displeases them, analyze this, strive at it. From the same text, it says, offering to your pledge master constitutes continuous offering to all the Buddhas. Offering to them is the collections of merit. From the collections of merit and sublime wisdom comes the supreme attainment. So the offering, again, the best offering is practice. Then the again from the 50 verses, but this Lama Tsongkhapa quoted in the Lamrim. One who wishes for the inexhaustible qualities of the Buddha, offer to Guru whatever is slightly appealing, whatever is even slightly appealing, even it is slightly pleasing, also offer. No question about greatest pleasing. And whatever is very special, offer them. Furthermore, the student's perspective differ from the Guru's perspective. The student must do this offering because the Guru are the supreme field through which the student accumulate the collections of merit and sublime wisdom. However, the Guru must not take the give into consideration. So that's very good. Then Vajradhara's statement says, attainment follow proper reliance on the master. Thoroughly please your Guru in all things. Then Lamrim Chemo, in brief, you must strive to achieve what pleases your Guru and eliminate what displeases them. That's what I said before. Okay, so now I'm almost completing. Then Sharawa says, we use the word Guru for whoever is pleased by the practice and does not give even the slightest consideration to material gift. One who does the opposite is not suitable to be a Guru for those wishing to achieve liberation, like that. Okay, so there are many examples of gurus. So anyway, I think Lama Zopa Rinpoche is one of the best examples you can illustrate. So there's no time, so we don't need to do that. Now, teaching to overcome the impure view if guru manifests in a mistake. So you just, anyway, there are many quotations there, no time. So what do you do? Everything interpret as a teaching, okay? If a guru manifests in any mistakes, then you just understand that as this is saying that these are the thing mistake, you shouldn't do it. Instead of saying these are the mistake of the Guru, rather these are the illustration of the limitation in us, not to have those mistakes, something like that. Oh, okay. Now requesting not to give rises to heresy. So there's a prayer. May I not give rise to heresy for even a second in regards to the actions of the glorious Guru. May I see whatever actions are done as a pure. With this devotion, may I receive the Guru's blessing in my heart. So there are prayers you can recite or you meditate. Then requesting prayer to grant blessing. It says, you are the Guru, you are the Yidam, that which recited before. You are the Dakinis, you are the Dharma protector. From now until enlightenment, I shall seek no other refuge than you in this life and the bardo and all future lives. Hold me with your hook of compassion. Free me from the fear of samsara and nirvana. Grant all the attainments. Be my constant companion and guard me from interferences. So these are prayers. This prayer you can find in Lama Zopa. So you can meditate, you can recite them, which is very beneficial. Then prayers to be guided by the Guru in all future times. In short, I seek your blessing, my savior, to be guided by you from birth inseparably throughout all my lives, and thus become your main disciple, holding every secret of your holy body, speech, and mind, in all quality of your body, speech, and mind. Savior, please grant that all be auspicious for me, to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples, wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without expectation may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. Then after that is prayers to receiving the blessing of the four empowerment. By the force of having thus requested 3 times, nectar in the light rays, white, red, and dark blue, stream forth one by one at all together and all together from the places of my Guru's holy body, speech, and mind, and absorb one by one and all together into my own 3 places, body, speech, and mind. The 4 obscurations are purified, and the 4 pure empowerments are each received. I achieve the 4 kayas and am blessed by a replica of the Guru that happily observe into me. Then, if you are visualizing Guru on top of your crown or in front or in the picture or in the Thanga, in the statue, or in your imaginary kind of like whatever, the Guru now dissolve into a light, and from the light, dissolve from your crown. Your crown naturally like open like that, the light, yeah. So in the light form, or maybe can be any light, whatever light that you feel comfortable. Mostly it's like golden, saffron kind of light. Then the central chakra open like that. Then it's simultaneously your heart chakra here, it's very much like look like our normal heart, but in the center here, open and become like 8-petal lotus. In the middle of the lotus, there's a moon disk or sun disk, or just a moon disk also can, but you can also place sun disk. Then in the center of that, if you are a practitioner of Tara, Tham. If you are a practitioner of Cheresic, Hum. Or most of the deities, syllable Hum. Vajrayogini is a Bum. So in the light energy form, then Guru, that light, dissolve and emerge together. Then this heart, the lotus petal light close like that. Then if you know the name mantra of your Guru, then you recite the name mantra of your Guru. It's very much a tie, like a string around that heart. Then you can recite 3 times, 7 times, or as much as you wish to. Doesn't matter. There's no number. Then on top, you place again, by nature is indestructible wisdom. The interpretive is look like a vajra. The vajra is cross vajra. Place on top, seal it like that, like a seal. Then, yeah, so there's a prayer that you can do while doing that. So anyway, you seal it. Then after that, you understand that me, Guru, deity, Buddha become inseparable. From there, you through meditation now you achieve the inner Guru. Yeah, in your day-to-day life, the awareness of you are the Guru. You are oneness with the Guru. One entity to Guru is the inner Guru, and you live a life. You guide your life in the function of Guru's body, speech, and mind, like that. So then now the prayer is observing the merit field to receive blessing. Having thus been entered into your heart, the Supreme Guru, please grant this request so that you may bless me happily. Come to the crown of my head. Oh, sorry, not come down yet. And once again, set your radiant feet firmly at the core of my heart lotus. So this is the prayer where you can do the visualization. You can do one by one, crown, then rest on the throat, before arriving on the throat chakra. There you can also do, even though you already received the initiation, then that's done. But if you didn't manage to purify your body, speech, and mind, you can do another round of purification and another round of consecrating, or like establishing the seat of the Guru's holy body, speech, and mind into the 3 chakras. And ultimately, then, you become complete oneness. Then after that, then you do dedication. So here, you will do the Lama Tsongkhapa dedication, but then you can do this in relation to your Guru. You can do this in relation to if you're following Nyingma, Kagyu, Sakya, you can just relate according with your practice. So but this is mentioned in Lama Tsongkhapa's name. by the force of the virtuous one, Tsongkhapa, acting as our direct Maya and a virtuous friend in all our lives, may we never turn away for even a second from the pure path highly admired by the virtuous one. May we meet the teachings of the victorious one, Losang Drakpa, who had the morality of an eminently pure way of life, was courageous in the extensive conduct of the son of the victorious one, and accomplished the yoga of the two stages of supreme bliss and emptiness. Glorious Guru, whatever your body, retinue, lifespan, and realm, whatever your supreme and excellent name, may I and other become exactly like that. May I be able to live life of the pure morality, listen to many teaching, train in bodhicitta, and have pure view and conduct without corrupting or polluting the teaching of Losang Drakpa, the second victorious one. In all my lives, never separated from the perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the ground and path, may I quickly attain the state of Guru Vajradhara. Thank you. Okay, I'm 5 minutes late also.
Geshe, I don't know if I'm a little hesitant to do that because I know it's late and we ended with such beautiful teachings, but there is a question that's come up.
Okay, then I will do a quick one.
A little question. So this comes up amongst multiple students. So even if maybe, let's say we see a guru behaving in a way that's very discordant with virtue and we don't know why, it could be from our side, or in this degenerate times, it could be because of an impure guru and students are suffering. Would you have advice on how to be able to practice in a way that's concordant with the Dharma, but also not towards more suffering?
Sure.
Yeah.
So there are 2 points. From the student point, for your own benefit, you regard everything as a teaching, as I mentioned before. It is just simply all those inconvenient kind of deeds that performed by the guru. It is inconvenient to your heart. It is cause and conditions for suffering and samsara. And simply guru is teaching us, never to behave that way, never to behave that way, and still, you tease your mind to see in Buddha. So that's for your own benefit. But from the point of view of the gurus, then you have to behave. From the point of view of the, if I may speak to the guru, then as you are a spiritual guru, it's your responsibility to behave according with Dharma. If I don't know, whatever way, maybe thinking that, maybe I behave like the samsaric way so that my disciples can relate to me easily and able to tame them and inspire to the liberation. For me, I would say maybe, during fortunate time may work because the disciples are also fortunate beings. But in our degenerative time, that may become one of the biggest obstacles, I believe, because that may kind of drain you even deeper into the muds of samsara, And I would say, a disciple like me, I'm like a PhD of faults, limitations, samsara. The guru don't have to come and teach me more samsara because, kind of ask me to learn because I'm PhD. I'm maybe double, numberless double times of PhD of all the flaws, all the limitations, and I don't need a guru to kind of like teach me to be more samsaric, So if enlightened quality, if Bodhisattva's way of quality cannot inspire disciple to the path, the samsaric way, the false way, no way can inspire to the path. So if you need to talk to the like guru, like myself, if someone regard me as a guru, then I will talk like that to me. I say, no, you cannot misbehave. How good intention you may carry also, it will not work. It's going to ruin. And as someone regarded you as a guru, you also take the responsibility or accepted to be a guru or Dharma teacher, spiritual teacher. It is my full responsibility to uphold, if in your very best, as much as possible, even it is how hard it is, even need to kind of like control yourself, emotion, your behavior, also how stressful also. Yeah, for me, I'm very stressful because I'm not enlightened guru. But people regard me, teacher, spiritual teacher, yeah. Some people regard me as a guru. So even if there's only one who's regarding me as a guru, for the sake of that student, since I'm not Buddha, it's very stressful. I think if you go to a therapist, you may find I am more stressful than the disciple. My nervous system are completely jammed with the stress because I'm controlling. My emotion is controlling, my speech is controlling, my body is controlling. I like to walk like that. But I'm like walking like this, it's not me. But I have to behave like that even for the sake of one student. I have to behave like this. I have to behave like the Arahat, even though I'm totally 100% not. I need to speak like I'm like so compassionate, so gentle, so pure. I'm completely 100% not, but for the benefit, the responsibility you carry, you have to do that. I have full of desire, full of, dissatisfaction, and full of negativities, like entire system is filled, but I have to behave like I'm very, very altruistic, very, very altruistic for the benefit of even one student, one spiritual student, okay, who are relating to you for their liberation. You're relying to you in whatever way they rely to you. Otherwise, don't be in that zone at all. You just be someone else. But as long as you start to kind of accept, you start to take the responsibility. Huge response. It's stressful, but the worth. That is maybe the biggest training that maybe I'm so fortunate. Maybe this is like kind of like a well-disciplined training that I have opportunity. I should celebrate. I should enjoy that stress. Isn't it? So like that. So this is my thinking, my understanding. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so
do
much,
the short
Geshe.
mandala. Then,
Yes.
then that's it. So just now, at the end, I read the dedication, so we can also sufficient of dedication by that. Since I already took a lot of your time.
No, thank you so much, Geshe. So we're gonna do the short mandala offering. I'm gonna put that on Zoom, and I think many of you might know it. Yeah. That's all. Amen. Tenzin. Lord, draw me draw Idam Gururana Mandala Kamniryatayami.
Yawadi nyodo dan lama sanji Tawa rinpoche Kewa nyempa mepa yang Kone kundu pewa shu Rimye tawa rinpoche Kewa mepa yang Kone kundu pewa Jita jempa nang kundu sampo deyante Teta kunji sota loji Awa teta tamze rabdo Soche pe jawa tamze deyong Wabande dashi jebe tsawa dewe Sampo joje rado ngowa je Bama samje tamze ten dan ten joje Ngero tamze dado donwa dan Janjo sempa kana sujo ba Teta kunji malang joje Semje ne ba shinye ba nyodo ne le Ta joje ruwe ne ne ma le ba Tato jo ma me ba jo Beda tsuwa mi kubi ishe nuwa ba Semje re ba kunzo be Samba choje ruwe Tashi sho nimon de le Tsende le nime kuyan de le Ninze dado de le be kunjo Sunje tashi Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. And take good care. And see you very soon somewhere in the world.
So, Geshe,
Yeah.
so before you go, a few things.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, one of them is, thank you, thank you.
And then this one, if people have
Yes,
animals, family,
beautiful.
others we can give to. Yeah.
Thank you. So first, I just want to thank you so very much for coming to teach us. Really, I don't know if you knew Geshe's schedule, as you know, he's extremely busy. And we said, please, will you come? And he literally just changed everything just to fit in a few days with us. And it's really, he flew cross country and back just to make it for New York. So I think it's talking about guru devotion and serving the Buddha Dharma's teachings. It's just such a beautiful example of the kindness and dedication that you offer us. So we're deeply grateful. And in addition to our offering and this kata, which I'd like to offer you for your long life and continued blessings. We started off the series with a bell and Haruka Vajrasattva teachings reminding us of emptiness. And we thought with emptiness and dependent arising, And we could show on Zoom. A little,
This is my new bell.
it could serve as a reminder, maybe for us students first, we have outer freedom as represented by the Statue of Liberty. And many
Yeah, I
beings-
didn't get a chance to see this one.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And then many beings don't have that, beings in Tibet, for instance. And so may we use our outer freedom and our resources in order to continue developing inner freedom, the true promise of the Buddhist teachings. And also with dependent arising, may we continue to support each other on Zoom and in person to study and practice the Dharma and create the causes for Geshe to come back very quickly. And I think, with the documentary, maybe next year. I also think, Geshe, one thing that I know moves my heart and moves other students' heart is that along with these beautiful Buddha qualities, you're also willing to just be very honest about your human experience. And that's something that really we can all relate to as human beings. So please, may you continue to just do that. And we celebrate all your goodness in multiple levels and especially your honesty. So thank you so much.
So much.
Please guide us again.
Yeah, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
everybody.
Thank
Yeah, sincerely, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer and the SPC and all the volunteers, director, everybody, all the people who put effort to come for the teaching, those in person, online. So thank you so much. May we dedicate this to uphold all the blessings of most precious Guru, His Holiness Dalai Lama, Lama Yeshe, Gyabje Lama Sopa Rinpoche, and all the gurus and all the hard work of everybody. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
katas
thank-
for those who want to
Oh,
offer katas,
okay,
and then a
very
quick
good.
photo at the end.
Yeah.
And for those of you on Zoom, also. Oh, yes, sorry.
Thank you for
Sorry.
everything, for all the
Sorry.
arrangements.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe I'll
okay.
give it back to you in a moment. I'm going to also take a screenshot of those of you who want to be on video and offer a kata or just say
Okay,
hello.
Thank you.
So on the count of 3 on Zoom, because you're our Zoom family. Let's try it. Sorry, this is a new computer. Hopefully I get it right. 1, 2, 3. Yes, beautiful. Yes, and as I'm noted in chat, you're also part of our family, even though you're not with us here. So please send me your address if you want, would you like a blessing string to stay connected in this way. So thank you also. I know it's hard on Zoom, so thank you so much for coming and for being part of the family here. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Photo?
Huh? Okay. Yes, please. Come. Okay. Or maybe we can go to the altar.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that sounds good.
So this part is going to be boring for you, but you're welcome to stay on if you want. And the other question is, maybe, actually, maybe if you want to unmute while we get the photo set up, if you want to say hello to Geshe, then that would also be your way to connect with Geshe. The community is just gonna,
Okay.
yeah.
Take care. Take care. Good night. Good morning.
Feel free to
Bye-bye.
unmute.
Everybody.
Yeah,
Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
okay.
Okay, please come.